Hi guys, welcome to a full body Vinyasa flow. Today's class is going to focus a lot on core, active twists, and our legs. I hope you're ready for a lot of muscle and movement control today. Namaste and let's have some fun. We're going to begin today's class in a child's or extended child's pose. Bring your two big toes to touch behind you. Sit your hips back and over your heels. Inhale and lengthen forward. And exhale, hinge your hips forward as you melt your chest down onto your mat. Breathe here and take a round of open mouth exhales. Inhale and feel your chest expand and really open up down towards your mat. Hold your inhale here and release. Exhale. Feel your front ribs pull in towards your spine as you metaphorically shoot a line of energy from the crown of your head all the way down out through your tailbone. This is a still asana, but we still want to make it very active. Now, with these same movements in mind, we're going to now add on a chest expansion. So inhale, reach your arms behind you and grab them for a bind. Exhale, pull them forward for child's pose with a chest expansion. Breathe here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Take an inhale and lengthen your spine forward. Exhale. Child's pose with a twist. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, twist on the other side. Inhale, center. And exhale, twist. Center, twist, center, twist. Inhale, exhale. On every inhale, your spine should be getting a little longer. And on every exhale, you should be twisting just a little deeper. Let's do one more. Nice, guys. Great job. Inhale, come to a rise. And this next child's pose variation just feels really nice. You're going to place your blocks shoulder width distance apart from each other. And stack your elbows over each block. And then bring your two palms to a reverse prayer behind your back. Take your open mouth exhales. Or maybe take this time to activate your Ujjayi breath, your Ujjayi pranayama. This is your oceanic breath, your breath of fire. It's also the breath I encourage now from here throughout the rest of practice. It really activates your tapas and builds your heat within your body, which is going to be our best friend in this practice. Now let's come into a tabletop. Remember, stacking your wrists under your shoulders always. Notice the back of my legs and how there are 90-degree angles forming. Mirror this as best to your ability, or just do whatever feels good for you today. We're going to inhale, send your gaze up for cow. Exhale, and energetically push the mat away from your body for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Take a few rounds on your own. Now, come into a neutral tabletop. Notice my toes and how I'm tucking them and slightly hovering my knees over for bear. Inhale, look up. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Let's do one more. And release. If you peeped, I just got attacked by a bug. Okay. Anyways, moving forward. From tabletop, we're going to inhale, tuck our toes, and exhale, send your hips up to the sky for downward dog. This is probably your first downward dog of the day, so I want to invite movements that feel nice in your body today. What is your body asking for? Maybe you want to pedal your feet out a little bit. Inhale and maybe come up onto your toes. Maybe you need to pause the video and take a few more moments in your downward dog today. And if that's the case, I encourage that. Whenever you're ready, we're going to meet in a high plank. And right now, I encourage you to take your chaturanga flow, or maybe watch me demo one. Tuck your toes behind you and stack your wrists below your shoulders. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, make a shelf with your arms for chaturanga. Exhale, send your hips to the sky and pedal out your feet in down dog. We're going to take a minute to set up. And let's meet in high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And I want to take time to just go through an up dog tutorial also. So notice my quad area. It should be so engaged along with my glute area that it lifts up off of the ground. Shine your chest through. Exhale. Lift your hips for downward dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Heel toe your feet about hip width distance apart. Interlace your hands with your elbows and relax your torso down onto your thighs for ragdoll. I encourage you to bend your knees a lot in this asana and really send your tailbone up to the sky. Maybe rock the weight of your body from your heels to your toes. Inhale. Slowly rise one vertebrae at a time, with your head and shoulders being the last thing to rise. Breathe. And on your next inhale, lift your arms up overhead for Tadasana Mountain Pose. Send the weight to your heels, engage your quad muscles, and send your tailbone down in a neutral position. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe deep and slow right now. And I remind you, it's more important for your tailbone to be pointing towards the sky than it is for your legs to be straight. I promise the same muscles are moving and working the same. Inhale. Rise for halfway lift. Option to take airplane arms in this asana. Exhale, send them back behind you, palms facing down. Inhale, airplane arms. Exhale, shoot them back behind you. Inhale, let your palms find the mat. And exhale, walk or hop it back into a high plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's take our flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Step it back and take your chaturanga flow. Let's meet in a downward dog. Okay, from downward dog, all by yourself. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Breath to movement, guys. As you lower, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, lower. Take your flow. We're gonna meet in downward dog. Take a big inhale and look forward. Exhale, travel, forward fold. Inhale, rise into chair pose. Lift your arms up over your head. And exhale, sink your hips down. Now a good indicator to check for proper alignment. If you notice what I just did, you're gonna graze your fingertips to your ankles. And that should leave you into a seated position. And from there, just as much as you can, lift through your torso without moving your legs and rise up into chair pose. So breathe here. Maybe pause and try that on your own a little bit. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale for tail of dog again. Exhale, knee to armpit. Inhale, tail of dog. Exhale, cross your knee to your left elbow. Hover it over the ground and open up to your left for fallen angel. Exhale, plant your foot in between your hands and set up for warrior two. Check for proper alignment by making sure that your front heel is aligned to the arch of your back foot. Oops, don't fall. Breathe here and take a nice deep bend in your front knee, making sure that your knee is stacked over your ankle. Send your gaze out to your middle finger of your right hand and stack your shoulders over your hips. Inhale. And exhale, tick-tock your hands over to 6 and 12. Extended side angle. Option to hover your hands over the mat or hover your forearm over your knee, really lifting up through your torso. Also option to hover your arms overhead. Inhale, sweep your right hand over for extended side, reverse warrior, and send your gaze up to your right hand. So now for the fun part. Exhale, go into a warrior two stance. Inhale, interlace your hands behind you, and exhale, crunch your elbow to your knee. 2. Exhale, inhale, lower, lift, lower, lift. Inhale, reverse warrior again. Then exhale, take your chaturanga flow. Inhale. Let's do the left side this time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, tail of dog. Exhale, knee to armpit. Inhale, tail of dog. Exhale, cross it to your right elbow. Lift and hover, fallen angel. Exhale, plant. And inhale, rise for warrior two on the left. Check for proper alignment and breathe here. Make your inhales just as long as your exhales. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Take your variation and really lift through your side body. Hover your torso over your thighs. Breathe here. And on your next inhale, set up for crunches and interlace your fingers behind your head. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch. Lift. Lower. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Lift. And inhale. Reverse warrior. Exhale, high plank to low plank. Take your flow. And let's meet in downward dog. Take a moment to recenter. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. And inhale, rise for chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Our high plank. And exhale, low plank. Take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, tail of dog. Exhale, knee to armpit. Inhale, lift your right leg up again. And exhale, cross for fallen angel. Exhale, plant. Inhale, rise and set up for warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your chaturanga dandasana flow. Inhale, tail of dog on the left this time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to armpit. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, cross for fallen angel. And plant. Inhale, rise warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your flow. Meet in a downward dog. Take a deep inhale here. Hold your breath at the top. Look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise, chair pose. Breathe here. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise for halfway lift. Exhale, take your chaturanga dandasana flow. Meet in downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, tail of dog. Exhale, knee to armpit. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, cross, fallen angel. Oops. That's okay, guys. If we fall, we shake it off. Okay, moving forward. Find fallen angel. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, plant. And inhale, rise, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Send your gaze up. Exhale, plant your hands and take your flow. From downward dog, lift your left leg up this time. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to armpit. Inhale, lift your leg up, and exhale, cross for fallen angel. Inhale, knee to nose, plant, and rise to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, plant your hands and take your flow. Meet in a downward dog. Inhale. Look up, exhale. Step through and come down onto a seat. Lay down flat on your back and interlace your hands behind your head. So I want to take a moment and emphasize the position of your elbows. Try not to have them tucked in so much, rather to have them as spread out as possible. So outside of your peripheral vision, you should not be able to see your elbows. Inhale, bring one of your legs up to a reverse tabletop. Notice the right angle I'm forming with my leg. Exhale, cross opposite knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Center, twist. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Great job, a few more. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Grab some water if you need it and take a minute and rest. When you're ready, meet in a high plank for another core circuit. From high plank, set up. Stack your wrists and your shoulders. And let's do some shoulder taps. Ready? Let's start. Remember to breathe nice and steady here, guys. Inhale. Shift your weight to your left arm and exhale as you open your chest up to the right for side plank. Option to lift one arm and leg. Option to crunch your elbow to your knee. What is your body asking for today? You also have the option to modify and come up onto your left knee or your forearm. Take your variation. Okay, so inhale and come up into reverse plank. Make sure your wrists and shoulders are stacked. So we're gonna do leg lifts right now. Inhale. As you lift, try to exhale and inhale as you lower. Do 10 and then switch on to the other side. And then once you're done, we're gonna do knee to nose in reverse plank. So shift your weight onto your heels and try to balance from here. Also option to come down onto your forearms for this one as well. And now switch sides. Really think about control and movement. Okay, now set up for plank on the other side.
Again, remember you have the option to modify this asana. So this is an example of on your knee. And then you also have the option, again, to go onto your forearm too. Option to crunch, option to stay still. Exhale as you crunch. Inhale as you extend. With control. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank push-ups. Let's do about 5 of these. 2, 1. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, find a seat on your mat. We're going to set up for Navasana boat pose. So come onto a seat and try to balance onto your sits bones. So in yoga, this is what we call the pointy part of our butts. So don't hunch your shoulders forward. You really want to lean them back and always try to keep a wide chest, a wide collarbone. Inhale, lift your legs up off of the ground. Option to straighten them as much as you can. Exhale and release. Lie down flat on your mat. Lift your arms up overhead. Navasana boat pose crunches. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Option 2, keep your legs straight or bend your knees in a little bit. Good job. Rest here for a second. So next we're going to do eagle crunches. So get into your eagle. So it's going to be your left leg over your right and your right arm over your left arm. And then just crunch your knees to your elbows. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you crunch everything in. Amazing. Next, set up as if you were getting into a Navasana boat pose. Bring your palms to heart center. Inhale, extend your legs out in front of you, and exhale, bring everything into your chest. Pause and do about 20 of these. When you're done, set up the same way, except this time we're going to add a twist. So think about the prayer twists we've been doing today. Inhale, center, exhale, twist. Amazing. So when you're done, take a moment here, pause this maybe, and stretch. And then meet and lie down onto your back. Exhale, lift your legs up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, tuck your knees to your nose. Inhale, extend. Lift, lower, tuck, extend. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, lift, lower. Amazing, you got this. Nice, you're almost done. Get ready and set up for a fast transition. Inhale, rock up, exhale, Navasana boat pose. I'm gonna take little scissor pulses, so scissor your feet. Inhale, maybe pulse them up and down. And exhale, okay, rest. Grab some water. Maybe give yourself a pat on the back. That was really great. Just pushed our bodies a lot right now. Take a minute here for yourself. Maybe do some extra stretching if you missed something. Maybe take a drink of water. And when you're ready, we're going to meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, plant your foot between your hands. Inhale, rise for crescent lunge. Breathe here. And notice yourself become lighter on the ball mounts of your back foot. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, crescent lunge with a twist. Bring your left elbow to your right knee and send your gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, step your left foot to meet your right. Exhale, step it back for crescent lunge. Inhale, chair pose. And take about 10 of these steps on your own. Try to coordinate your inhales and your exhales with your movements. Your right leg should actually be doing most of the work right now. So try to keep a firm and stable bend in your front leg. And when you're ready, exhale. Plant your hands down onto the mat and come down into lizard's pose. Option here to lower down onto your forearms as well. And maybe you want to grab your left foot for a bind and take a nice quad stretch here. Remember, do whatever feels good for your body today. What's your body asking for? Inhale, meet in a high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. And let's set up for the left side this time. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, crescent lunge. And breathe here. Take time to notice your hips. Maybe your right hip scooted a little back. Now gently guide your hip to meet your left. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, twist. Crescent lunge with the twist. Now inhale, bring your
foot to meet your left. Exhale, crescent lunge with the twist. Inhale, prayer. So take 10 of these on your own. Inhale, plant your hands to the inside of your left foot rather. Then exhale, lower into lizard's pose. Again, option for your right foot bind this time in order to get a nice quad stretch. And breathe here. And when you're ready, meet into a high plank and take your chaturanga flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise, chair pose. Breathe here. Take an inhale, and on your next exhale, shift your weight to your heels. You should be able to see your toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. And slide your hands underneath your feet. Gorilla pose. Breathe here. Maybe you want to give your wrists a nice massage with your toes. Sounds weird, but it feels nice. From gorilla, remove your hands from underneath your feet and set up for chair pose. Exhale. Chair pose with a prayer twist. So how does this feel the second time around? We're gonna add on to our prayer twist, and we're going to do a, what do you call this? Crow prayer twist. I'll get back to you on that. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, prayer twist on the right. So from here, notice my elbows. My left elbow is going to be on my right, almost my knee. And then my other elbow is going to be making a shelf for my hip. And that's where we're gonna get that balance from. So pause this maybe and take a few minutes to try this out on your own. From here, inhale and rise into a halfway lift. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, rise for a chair pose. This time take prayer twists on the other side. Send your gaze over your left shoulder. And exhale. Side crow on the left. Oh my God, this is called side crow. Just came to me. Side crow, guys, on the left. Thank you. After side crow, I want you to come down onto a seat on your mat, bring your big toes to touch, and lie down on your back for reclined bound angle. Place one hand on your belly and one on your chest and take a few deep inhales and exhales here. And when you're ready, stand up and meet in mountain pose. Breathe here. Inhale, palms to heart center. And exhale. Lift your leg up and set up for tree pose. On the right. So notice my feet. You can place it up to your inner thigh. You can place it on your shin, but just please avoid the knee area. That's a big no. So breathe here. Take any arm balances that you want. So notice how I stumbled. Maybe you're having a little trouble with balance today. Try pushing your thigh into your foot and your foot into your thigh. And that should be able to help. So now take a deep breath and switch sides. Another thing that might help is to keep your gaze on a point that is not moving. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, set up for dancers on the right. Keep your left hand up towards the sky as you kick your right foot into your right hand. Breathe here. And try to square your hips. Maybe your right hip is going up a little bit, and just bring it down to meet your left hip. Now inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, let's do dancers on the left now. So same idea, slow and with control. And exhale, release. So I'm gonna invite some playtime here. I'm going to, as you can see, I'm redoing my left side. It was a little tense today. Oops. And you know what? Maybe I can't get my dancers on the left today, and that's okay. It's all about being present and paying attention. It's something good to remember in your practice. Doesn't matter what your practice looks like compared to someone else's. Pay attention to how you feel. So inhale, step your right leg, hinge your hips forward, and breathe here, warrior 3. And from here, going to lower your leg and lift. We're going to do about 10 of these pulses. Remember to coordinate your inhales and your exhales with your lifts and lowers. Now, Tadasana mountain pose. And now inhale, step your left leg through and come up for warrior on the left. Warrior 3 on the left, rather. Breathe here. And act as if someone is energetically pulling your left leg and your hands apart from each other as to make a straight line of energy. Now take 10 pulses on the other side. Maybe one side is harder than the other one. I know that's definitely the case for me. And when you're ready, meet on the mat for a butterfly stretch. Really try to stretch your hips and breathe into the stretch as much as you can. Equal length inhales and exhales. Inhale, rise. And set up for goddess. Notice how my knees are stacked over my ankles. Inhale, star. Exhale, goddess.
Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus them to goddess. Now we're gonna take our crunches. 5 on the right, 3, 4, 5. Left side now, 1. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Amazing. So set up for a wide-legged forward fold. Maybe you want to interlace your hands behind you for a chest expansion. Option 2, grab your 2 big toes and use them to pull yourself in for a deeper hamstring stretch. Okay, so from here, notice my elbows. I'm going to set up for a tripod headstand. My stance is a little wide on my arms right here. It suffices. So notice my legs. I am tucking them in and extending them out. So this is a great workout for core control. I usually take about 5 to 10 of these, so take your variation. Exhale as you lift up. Inhale as you lower. Let's meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, pigeon on the right. Bring your right ankle as close to your left wrist as possible. Breathe here. Option to come down onto the mat for King of Pigeon. Bring long and slow here. Our hips are one of the places where we tend to store the most emotion. So it's natural for this area to be a little more sensitive than other areas. Or maybe for emotions to arise and come up. I know, like, sometimes I just want to cry in this asana. When you're ready, inhale, rise, set up in your downward dog, and meet in pigeon on the left this time. This is actually my easy side. So I'll tend to want to cry more on pigeon on the right. Okay, guys, come down onto your stomach for some spinal work. Inhale, come up for Sphinx pose. Place your palms underneath your shoulders and lift your chest up. Option 2, lift your arms up behind you and lift your legs as well so that you're balancing on your belly. Exhale, release with your right ear to the mat. Inhale, reach for your feet behind you. And exhale as you kick your feet into your hands. Floor bow. I kindly remind you to keep your knees as close together as possible, as this will
feel way better on your spine. Exhale, release and rest. Inhale. And come up onto your knees for camel pose. So notice my palms. My palms are going to be placed right on my sacrum as to protect my lower back. Send your gaze up and back. So your gaze should be the first thing that you send back, and then the rest of your body follows. Maybe if this feels good, you can reach for the back of your ankles. And maybe you can lower down all the way to have your head meet your feet. Inhale, rise. Exhale, place your hands onto your knees and take a minute here and recenter. Maybe place one hand on your chest, one on your belly, as you feel the rise and fall of your inhales and your exhales. This is a very vulnerable asana. You have all of your vital organs just exposed. So it's natural for us to feel very vulnerable. So if you feel a little lightheaded, dizzy, like you want to cry, it's normal. So inhale, come onto your back for another reclined bound angle pose. Inhale, tuck your knees in, grab for your two big toes for happy baby. Reminder to try to keep your tailbone neutral and glued down onto the mat. Maybe rock from side to side, extend one leg, extend the other. Now, tuck your right knee into your body and guide it over for supine twist on the right. T or cactus your arms out on your sides and send your gaze to your left hand. Your right hand. Inhale. Hug your knees back into center. Extend your right leg this time and guide your left knee across your body. Exhale, supine twist on the left. Send your gaze out to your left hand and breathe here. Inhale, pull your knees into your chest and squeeze everything together. Exhale, release, Shavasana. Use this time to let go and to also be thankful and show gratitude towards everything that we just did, everything that your body was capable of doing. They say that Shavasana is actually the hardest asana to perfect. We tend to be caught up with what we're doing, what we have to do next, our productivity, that being still does not come with ease. So take this time, ground down, let go. You have absolutely nothing to do and nowhere to be but here.
I want you to begin inviting little movements into your body. Maybe wiggle your toes and your fingers. Roll up onto your right side into a fetal position. And with your left hand, push yourself up to a seat. I want to thank you for sharing your practice with me, for honoring your body. And I look forward to next time. Namaste.